So I'm at the World Bank Youth Summit.
Gender equality, community.
So yeah, I'm almost done as I'm getting ready for the World Bank Youth Summit today in Washington DC. So I'm going to take you along with me as much as I can anyway. I'm going to try, I don't want to be in people's faces, but I'm going to try. So yeah, I'm a delegate. Ooh, what's going on with my voice? So I'm not wearing my makeup today, so hope I look okay. But yeah, I know I need to wet my hair again and add some more curling cream on my because I don't know, I feel like it's becoming a bit too thick. Yeah. So you can kind of see it's a two-piece pretty much. And this is my bag that I'm taking. If it's my tripod. And I'm wearing my earrings. Pretty simple watch. These are my shoes. Yeah, it's my first time wearing them. I arrived just in time for the opening session while World Bank Group President AJ Banger officially welcomed everyone to the Youth Summit. The first plenary focused on jobs in the changing world, what's real and what's next. The discussion explored how young people are experiencing today's job market, what skills are becoming more important, and how young people can help shape future policies. One of my biggest takeaways was that we're no longer living in a world where one qualification is enough. Instead, we're constantly going to have to learn, upskill, and adapt. And those who can do those things, the future belongs to them. There were also discussions around moving towards a more skills-based society, where it's more about proving what you can actually do, and skills like creativity, communication, critical thinking, and adaptability are becoming just as valuable as technical knowledge. So I'm here at the World Bank Youth Summit at the World Bank, and yeah, pretty cool. We had the first plenary, and that's the second plenary. The second plenary looked at the global skills gap and whether we're actually teaching young people the right things. One point I found really interesting was how AI is starting to remove what one speaker called the messy middle, the stage where students traditionally learned through trial and error, problem solving. And if AI is doing more of the summarizing and generating, how do we make sure people are still developing deep understanding and critical thinking skills? Next up were the prototype to impact sessions, which focused on turning ideas into real world solutions. Earlier this year, the World Bank held a global hackathon with Hack Nation around the same theme, designing jobs for the digital age. The winning team presented an app called Atlas, designed to bridge the gap for informal workers and those with limited work experience in lower middle income countries. I really like the idea because it built on platforms people had already used in these regions, like WhatsApp, making it more accessible. And before lunch, we also heard from Maktar Diop, Managing Director of the International Finance Corporation, IFC, where he shared some gems and people were free to ask him questions. After lunch, Plenary 3 focused on entrepreneurship and what happens beyond the pitch deck. One message I loved and found really interesting was there's actually more capital available for founders than many people realize. Then it was time for the innovation labs. So there were around 300 delegates or so we were split into teams of roughly 7 people to tackle a real-world solution and prepare a presentation for the following morning. It was such a great reminder that innovation isn't just about ideas, it's also about collaboration, communication, and problem solving. So after a really busy first day, we wrapped up with dinner, networking, and getting to know other delegates that we hadn't really met before. Yeah, it was a great way and a great time to meet people. So I've just finished the Innovation Labs, where we are put into groups of, where there's 7 of us in a group, where we have to work on a case. So the 3 tracks, I think it was, so I was entrepreneurship track, so jobs, education and skills, and then entrepreneurship. Our case study was on a lady called Sophia, who's from rural Colombia, who has no access to bank financing. Basically, she can't get loans because she doesn't have a bank account. She no real access to no real access to funding, and so we had to work together to kind of work on that and come together as a team to figure out what solutions can be done to help people like Sophia, because I guess that's essentially like kind of stuff that World Bank does. Really interesting. Had a great team. There were 7 of us, all from different countries, and it was really interesting to just kind of collab. And I think serious skills. Like we had 3 hours, so we had from 3:30 till 6 o'clock to come together, come up with a real solution, how we will implement it, put together a presentation, and then submit it. And then we are presenting it tomorrow morning. So it's interesting, really interesting to kind of do and to kind of explore. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to World Bank Day 2. I've just got back from the World Bank Youth Summit Day 1, and this is the bag. We got a good bag, so let's look inside and see what we got. So we got a book. It's about jobs, which would be expected. Next up we have this, I don't know what it is, maybe it's a travel pouch. And obviously it's focused on more and better paid jobs, the surest way out of poverty, which is what the World Bank is all about. And I got this water bottle, guys. I really like this. But yeah, we got this water bottle. Okay, so I didn't actually get this in the bag, but at the end of the day, we had like different tables that we could go around, like internships, jobs that they have at the World Bank. So I got a highlighter, love a highlighter. And obviously they had sweets on the tables. I would compose myself and just took 2. I love Snickers, yeah. And of course my tote bag. Designing work for the future. Okay, so I missed out. I didn't realize I have a pin. Didn't realize that. And I'm going to quickly change because I want to head out to quickly go to the Thomas Jefferson Memorial. I've never been. And also the Martin Luther King Memorial. I don't care if it's dark, I just need to go. Since they fed us, which I'm so happy about, I've eaten, so I can just go off and do a few things and then come back. Because tomorrow is also an early start. So World Bank Youth Summit Day 2, and this is my fit. And you can see the whole fit now. So my bag, and I'm wearing the same shoes from yesterday. These were incredibly comfy. So comfy that I took an extra pair of shoes to like flat to take with me, and I didn't wear them yesterday, which is incredible because I'm not a heels person. But they have these comfort pads inside for the heel and the sole of your foot. Amazing. These are so comfortable, girl. I'm not taking any flats today, so I'm just taking this bag. This is what I wore yesterday. So same earrings, same watch. That's what I'm wearing. World Bank Youth Summit Day 2. Let's go. So day 2 started bright and early with every Innovation Lab team presenting their solutions, which I actually didn't record, unfortunately. But then after that, we attended a panel on building early careers in international development and hearing from professionals who had taken different routes into the sector. And one piece of advice that stayed with me is that it's not just about who you know, it's also about who knows you, and that visibility matters. We then heard from Pascal Donahoe, the World Bank's Managing Director and Chief Knowledge Officer. At lunch, I joined a smaller session on the World Bank Group's jobs creation strategy. So later that afternoon, a selection of Innovation Lab teams were invited to present on the main stage. Unfortunately, our team wasn't selected, but It was inspiring to watch the ideas that actually were. So the summit then moved into the pitch finals where young entrepreneurs presented ventures they've been developing. Ideas were incredibly diverse, from improving access to prosthetics in Africa to tackling other major global challenges through technology and innovation. I was genuinely impressed by the quality of the ideas and the confidence of the presenters. We then moved on to the Spark session, all about finding a voice and again, a big focus on being visible. So, to finish the summit, the winners of both the Innovation Labs and the pitch competition were announced before everyone came together for the closing soiree. I've just finished day 2 of the World Bank Youth Summit. I'm right in front of the World Bank, and yeah, it's an amazing opportunity though, and I'm really, really glad that I chose to come and do it. One thing I have to say is in America, like the energy that they have for like the things that students do, absolutely amazing. I feel like in America there's more opportunities. One of my team members from our presentation group gave me a llama. She's from Peru. I've met so many people from so many different countries today, but yeah, she's from Peru and she gave us a little llama. Everyone on the team, look, it's so cute. That's a wrap on the World Bank Youth Summit day 2. So I just came all the way to Union Market. Okay, yeah, Union Market, I think you can see it up there. Okay, to try this place called Pudding. Call it Southern comfort food. So they had a touffee, gumbo, I think red bean, with rice or grits. And then I also got the brown bread butter pudding, which I'm very excited. I also got the passion fruit, fresh passion fruit, which I'm very excited to try. So I'm just heading back to my hotel, waiting for my Uber. And yeah, I came all the way, like, I literally left the World Bank at like 8:30. And I'm just checking if it's my Uber. Let me check. Oop, or maybe my Uber.